Celebration auction is set to off.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like an actor 11. Take a second, I'm finna say you're the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm there in the scene. And I feel just like the cheetah prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. For real. Touch the sauce, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. I feel like Uncle Phil, and all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Like the hands on the clock and go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna rush, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the back. Four in the car, my dash, shake a pig, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Buster to kick off for Kansas City.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is Saquon Barkley. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. threes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, Barkley. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones, because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of the first down.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is caught by Watkins. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal from the 6. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Another try for Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now a Louisiana native is started here by LSU. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
31-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gardner Johnson on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. First down, Chiefs.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints 3, Chiefs nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd down at 5. A handoff to Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Snap comes in 1, and now Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
15 more yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And some room to run now. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
What's good on the extra point? And the lead grows to 10-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively.
Play action, it's Mahomes. Looking for him again. This time it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Kansas City.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are to go for the two-point try. Now it's Mahomes again. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for two, and that gets them even closer. Now a two-point game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC-10. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. And even 70 yards on the pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Fields with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that today's NFL, you got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics, try and score when given the opportunity.
The 6 brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Working with a second and 4. Now a toss right to Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout.
It's a gain of 8.
7 seconds left in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, Mahomes going for it all. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defense defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick six, and they decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
25. Saints 24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now while there's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. They'll run it again with Barkley. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And they have possession, and they have it in the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. They find some open field here. Touchdown! New Orleans! Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. 2nd and 7. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30.
Mahomes pass. Complete.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Gain of 31 yards.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Room here to run. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown.
Complete to Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Saints 30.
And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24-yard
line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
For a save.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Breeze now on first down. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Staying on the ground with Washington. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw it here to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's going to take it into the end zone for the Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good.
That's the score. Chiefs 47, Saints 30. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Today's final score, Chiefs.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need